Hey everyone, welcome back to Joy at Work. It's June 10, 2022. I hope you're staying safe and I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about knowing and being because I think this is very important as we think about things like joy at work, leadership, and the kind of person we want to be. You see, knowing entails accumulating information and having it intellectually. So you can know what a good diet looks like. You can know what you should eat and not eat. You can know that you need to get certain hours of sleep. You can know a whole bunch of things. But just because we know stuff doesn't mean we do it. We only do stuff when it is part of who we are. In fact, that's when it's our being, it's our natural response. So, being is our nature, and our nature is evidenced by what we do. So, if I get 8 hours of sleep consistently, that's the being part of me. The knowing part is knowing that I should get 8 hours of sleep consistently. So, there's often a delta between what we know and our being, who we are, so to speak, right? That this delta always exists or often exists. And so it's important to know more things because when you know more, you have the opportunity to do more. But the challenge becomes, or the challenge is, when the information we receive, the knowledge we receive, is at odds with our worldview, our mental models. And we all have worldviews, we all have mental models that have been shaped by our background, our experience, where we come from, what we've gone through in life, what has worked well for us potentially, is are things that kind of create a framework by which we assess new information. So if you grew up in a society where you were told not to trust people, but you receive information that says the most effective way to work with others is to trust them first. There's probably a conflict there. You experience cognitive dissonance. And it's very likely that you're going to reject that piece of information because it doesn't fit in the framework of your worldview that you have. So this is why it's quite possible. This is why it's not even more than possible. This is why we experience and see in our lives and in the lives of others people who know a whole bunch of things, know things, but just don't do them. In many cases, it's because there's a conflict with the existing worldview. So what does this mean? It means that if we really want to change our being, we need to be open to changing our worldviews, stretching them, expanding them. If we're insistent in holding on to the mental models that we were born into, that have been passed on to us, or things we got in the past, then we have really little hope of making changes for the future. So, when it comes to experiencing joy at work, I have a lot of people who write in or send me messages and say, I just don't get how you can even do this. Why do you think this way? And I think it's because for many of us, experiencing joy at work doesn't fit our mental models, period. Like work is just something I'm supposed to do to get by and to take care of my needs and my responsibilities. But when we are willing to open up our perspective to say, maybe my worldview, due to past experiences, was shaped to think I can't experience joy at work, but maybe it is possible to experience joy at work, then we can begin to do those things that enable us to experience joy at work, which is what this channel is about. So, knowing and being. And the question is, what worldviews are holding you back from moving from just simply knowing to being? Maybe making those changes will help you to experience even more joy at work. I'll see you next time. Bye.